Hi my love, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sandra. If this is the first time coming across this channel, please don't make it your last. Join the family by subscribing, liking, commenting and sharing this video if you end up enjoying it. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey love, welcome back to the channel. So apologies for staying away for so long. I had a lot going on in my plate, but yeah, we're back now, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you 5 things you should never be apologetic about. These are 5 things that we've all encountered in our daily lives, we have experienced as young adults. And I mean, you don't necessarily have to feel bad, you don't necessarily have to explain yourself, you don't necessarily have to feel like you're doing the wrong thing or something is not okay with you when you experience this things I'm about to list. Number 1 is outgrowing friends. So there's this adage that says 10 kids or 10 children cannot play together for 10 years. Right? I hope I said that right. But yeah, you don't have to feel apologetic for outgrowing friends. It's something that will happen, whether you like it or not. No matter how hard you try to stop it from happening, no matter how hard you try to stay in touch, keep up with your friends, at some point everybody will have to go their separate ways. Even if it might not necessarily be about outgrowing them mentally, because that happens as well. You get to a point where you outgrow your friends mentally, not like you're better than them, but your line of thought has deviated from their line of thoughts. They have their own priorities, their own mindsets and preferences and perspectives and all of that, and you have yours, which is very fine and okay. That can happen, that can make you outgrow friends, and it can also be as a result of work, relocation, starting a family, right? And I'm not saying that when you start to have all of this happen for you, like traveling out, having a family, all of that you have to now necessarily cut off with your friends without any reason, right? But I'm just saying that these are some inevitable reasons why some friendships just go south, because these are things that would happen for you to be a better person. These are things that will definitely happen, or need to happen for you to improve, for you to grow. And you don't have to put a stop button to all of those good things happening for you because you want to maintain friendships, which is okay. So you get to a point in your life where no matter how hard you try, some way or the other, you just tend to stray from the friends you've always known or you've always been with growing up, and that's okay. You don't have to feel bad, you don't have to beat yourself up. It is okay to still keep in touch if it is necessary and possible, and it's okay to reminisce and remember those good old days when everything was smooth and fine. But you don't have to feel apologetic, you don't have to feel bad. It's something that will definitely happen now or later in the future. And as you grow, you tend to meet other people, you tend to meet other friends, you tend to meet other people that would think like you and be like you and all of that, and that is okay. That is just life, okay? So you would not necessarily be friends with those people that you've known from childhood, and there are people that it works for. There are people that are still friends with people that they've known from their primary school, secondary school, childhood, neighborhood and all of that, and this is perfect. It's a very beautiful thing. If it's possible for you, fine and good, I love that. But what I'm trying to say is, if it happens that it's not really that way for you, you don't have to feel bad or apologetic about that. You don't have to beat yourself up. It is life, and life will definitely happen. This one is especially for my Naija people, my people in the great Naija. So you don't have to be apologetic about your accent and your intonations, Nigerians especially, because why? So here's the thing, yeah, everybody has an accent. Even the British accent we try so hard to imitate, the American accent we try so hard to copy. They are all accents and they all have intonations. So why do you have to feel some certain way because of your African accent? Why do you have to feel the need to be apologetic about your intonation? Now here's the thing, yeah, most of us have been through the 4 walls of schools, and we've learned the English language in school, and it is okay to try to speak better, because it is just you trying to become a better person, not necessarily become a better person really, because not being able to speak English or be fluent in English doesn't make you a better person or less of a better person. But I feel like it's just you trying to, just like the way you finish school and you try to get a job, right? You're trying to be beneficial to yourself. Okay, I'm trying to look for the right word to explain what I mean, because it's different when naturally you pass through the four walls of a school, secondary school, university, you've learned English and you're using English language, and your accent is good or your intonation is good. But I mean, it is okay, and it is okay if you actually feel the need to improve or be better in the English language, because that is the major language that we speak as Nigerians, and for you to be able to interact with other people outside the country. I mean, the world is a global village now, so people are based in Nigeria and they are working for people outside the country. Some people have relocated from Nigeria in recent times and they've relocated to other countries, and it is very okay if you feel the need to want to improve in your spoken English. It will help your interactions better. It will help the kind of people you meet. It will help the kind of jobs you get, especially if you work internationally. But I'm just trying to say that you don't necessarily need to feel apologetic if you have an accent. The French man has an accent. The German man has an accent, and I don't see them feeling uneasy, uncomfortable. And the funny thing is that these white people that some of us are trying so hard to emulate and be like and all of that, they are not even bothered about our accents. The entire what do you call it now, stigma is within us here, because I don't think you would be a Frenchman would be interacting with a British man, and a British man would start to mock a Frenchman because he has an accent. Likewise, I've never heard and I've never experienced a foreigner trying to be rude or condescending to a Nigerian because of their accents, because I have not experienced that. So but I feel like the whole thing is really within us as Nigerians. Oh, she has the boutique accent, she has Hausa accent, oh, Fulani accent. Like, why do you have to make people feel less of themselves because they are not as fluent as you are, because they have an intonation? They have an intonation because they have a background, they have a roof, right? Same way the Frenchman has a root, has a background. So, and you don't see the same Nigerians trying to bash or be condescending towards a Frenchman when they encounter one because he has an accent. So it is really appalling when we do this as individuals, and you don't need to feel apologetic about it. You don't owe anybody an explanation or any apologies. You don't have to try so hard. Okay, if you were born in a particular side of the country, or you come from a particular side of the country and you find yourself having accent or intonation that relates to that particular side of the country, you don't have to feel apologetic about it. You don't have to. It's your body type. What is the perfect body? There is nothing like the perfect body, because some people prefer having bigger boobs to bigger ass. Some people prefer having bigger ass to bigger boobs. Some people prefer being very tall. Some people prefer being short. Some men prefer taller ladies. Some women prefer shorter guys. So, like they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So at the end of the day, there's no such thing as the perfect body, because everybody has their spec, everybody has their preference when it comes to like body type and all of that. And you don't need to feel bad about your God-given body type. I cannot be as tall as some people, and some people can never be my height, no matter how high. I don't think there's any part of the Bible or anybody that, when they were trying to be created or when they were being created, God told them, okay, look at this, pictures and tell me the kind of body you want. There's nobody like that. We're all created in God's image and likeness. And I like to think about it this way: if we are all tall, who will be short? It wouldn't be a balanced equation, right? And if we're all fair, who will be dark skinned? Do you understand? So these are things that they're God-given, they're natural. And if anybody makes you feel less, ask them, how many people have they created? They should show you who and who they've created. So you feeling, or you being condescending towards people because of their body type is like you mocking God, because God is never wrong. So yeah, I have to be biblical in this particular point, because it is yeah, it's not something that we have control over. Although, you can now decide to work to improve on what your body looks like, in terms of like if you're obese and you don't like it, and emphasis on you don't like it, it should be in your personal decision. It should be something you don't like, not because people are talking or because of what people have said. Because you don't like it, you can now decide to stay on a diet and do all of that to trim down. And if you're on the skinny side and you want to put on weight, emphasis on you again. If it's something you like and you want to do, you can try to take some weight gain shakes and do all those things that you can do to make you add weight. So at the end of the day, you don't need to be apologetic for your body type. You were not there on your creation day, so why do you have to? I mean, she has flat boards, he has big boobs, she's too dark. Bro, did you create anybody? No. So calm the fuck down. Okay, we don't use the F word here, but yeah, calm down. Okay, don't try to make people feel less of themselves. And you as an individual, you don't have to beat yourself up. You don't have to feel apologetic for not being a certain way. You're dating somebody and they tell you, oh, they would prefer you being slim. Walk away. Because at the end of the day, why are you even going for somebody that is chubby when you prefer a slim body, and then you now start to body shame them to slim down? Why don't you just go for a skin lady, since that is your natural preference? So at the end of the day, you don't want anybody an explanation. If you're chubby and you like being chubby, stay chubby. Somebody that likes somebody chubby would come for you at the end of the day. You don't have to feel bad. You don't have to be apologetic about your body type. Okay. Number 4 is not meeting people's standard for success. Yes, people's standard for success. As a grown lady, everybody expects you to be married at a certain age. As a grown man, everybody expects you to have a car, have a house of your own at a certain age. Who is making these rules? Where's the rule book? I missed the memo. It is okay to want to work harder, to want to be a certain place at a certain time in your life, which at the end of the day, man proposes, God disposes. It is going to happen at God's divine timing. But that doesn't dispute the fact that you need to work and pray to a certain thing. And at the end of the day, if you work hard enough, God will just grant your heart desires. But you don't have to try to fulfill people's idea of success. You don't have to beat yourself up because people expect you to do or be at a certain place in your life at a certain time. Okay, you don't have to work yourself up because of that. Okay, just do your parts, pray, work hard, try to key into new opportunities for wealth and all of that. But at the end of the day, we can only do as much as we can. God perfects the rest. Okay, I'm being very religious in this video. Wow. Anyway, but yeah, it's just facts. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed. But yeah, my most important point of today is saying no. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to feel bad for saying no. Okay, it's something that happens to almost every one of us. We find it difficult to say no. How do they feel if I say no to them? How do they feel if I turn them down? Nobody cares. But at the end of the day, when they will turn you down, they won't even think about how you feel. So you don't have to start thinking too long and hard of it. If it is not convenient, then it is a no. There's this thing I'm trying to do now, because it is something that I have realized should be a big boundary in my life, right? When people call you up same day and they want to meet up same day and they want to hang out same day, you have to be very close to me, maybe a family member, maybe a very, very close friend, or a spouse, before you can make such requests and have it granted. You can't be a random regular person and then you're hitting me up same day and you want us to hang out same day, you want us to see same day, you want us to go somewhere same day. It's not gonna happen, right? So as you grow up, you start to realize the importance of as we are growing up. I sound so old and so mature, but yeah, that's fine. As we're growing up, because I'm growing up as well, we start to realize the importance of having certain boundaries, having, stop buttons, places where you draw the line, where you don't necessarily have to inconvenience yourself to make other people fit in. So if you have to say no, say no. and be unapologetic about it. And you don't have to start to explain yourself, you don't have to start beating yourself up, you don't have to start worrying how they're going to feel. And I'm not saying when you've already said yes and then suddenly out of the blue at the dying minute you're not saying no, that's so unfair and that's wicked. But I'm trying to say that if somebody makes a demand and at that point you've already calculated it and it's not convenient, it's not okay for you, you can't just say no without feeling bad about it. Okay guys, we've come to the very end of today's video. Hope you enjoyed watching and hope you learned a thing or two. Leave me comments in the comment section. I really do appreciate it when you guys leave me comments, sharing your own opinions and dropping one or two perspectives here and there. It is so interesting and important to me. And don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe, like, and tell your friends also watch this video. You will learn a thing or two from it, and let me know if there are videos that you like me to make. And don't forget to stay fabulous. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.